In part one, we focused on what diabetes really is, not simply high blood sugar, but a disruption in how your body manages energy, especially after illness, prolonged stress, or cancer treatment. Preventing high sugar levels is crucial for heart and brain health because it directly reduces risks of heart attacks, strokes, and cognitive decline like dementia. In this session, we're going to move into the how. What can you do day to day to help your blood sugar behave more predictably? Diabetes management is about working with your physiology. So let's walk through what actually makes a difference. Blood sugar is influenced by five main systems in your body, and they work together. These five main levers include 1. Muscle activity, which affects how much glucose your muscles can absorb. Number 2, food composition and timing, which affects how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream. Number 3, stress hormones, primarily cortisol and adrenaline, which raise glucose levels. Number 4, sleep quality, which affects your insulin sensitivity the next day. And when needed, medications, which are more effective when they're supported by lifestyle habits. Many people think they need to fix everything at once. You don't. Even improving one or two of these levers can lower your blood sugar. And importantly, blood sugar responds quickly, sometimes within hours, to small changes. That means this is not a long waiting game. Your body gives feedback really fast. Movement is one of your key blood sugar tools. When your muscles contract, they pull sugar out of your bloodstream, even without insulin. That means movement lowers blood sugar immediately. It works even if you're insulin resistant, and it works whether or not you lose weight. Think of muscle like a sponge. When muscles are used on a regular basis, they stay good at soaking up glucose. When they're inactive, though, due to fatigue, illness, surgery, or fear of movement, that sponge dries out. You don't need intense exercise. A simple 10 to 15 minute walk within 30 minutes after eating will blunt the post meal blood sugar spike. It also improves digestion and lowers insulin demand. Even slow walking counts. If you're dealing with neuropathy, joint issues, balance concerns, or treatment recovery that makes walking difficult, you can do seated marching, light cycling, gentle standing movements, or household tasks. Movement doesn't have to look like exercise to work. I often tell patients, think of movement as part of digestion. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. When you preserve or rebuild muscle, you improve glucose control around the clock, not just during exercise. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity, increases glucose storage, and protects you against age-related muscle loss. Training that increases muscle mass can include body weight exercises and or resistance bands. It can also include light dumbbells and chair-based strength training. Even 2 sessions per week make a difference. For many of my patients, strength training also improves their confidence, and they enjoy going out and being more physically and socially active. If you're coping with cancer-related fatigue, neuropathy, joint pain, and or balance concerns, start small. Doing just 5 minutes is a win. It's a signal to your body that movement is safe again and can feel really good. Carbohydrates are often blamed for diabetes, but it's the kind of carbohydrate you eat and how you eat them that matters. The goal is steady blood sugar, not just a blanket cut of all carbs. Blood sugar spikes most when carbohydrates are low in fiber, eaten alone without protein or fat, and consumed during high stress. Think in thirds. Fill 1/2 of your plate with non-starchy vegetables, 1/4 of your plate with protein, and the other quarter with whole grains or starchy vegetables. Protein and fiber slow digestion and thus slow the release of glucose, making blood sugar levels easier to manage. Adding healthy fats further blunts blood sugar spikes. Non-starchy vegetables are low in carbohydrates and calories, and they include options like leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, and others such as tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, asparagus, mushrooms, onions, eggplant, and zucchini. Highly refined carbohydrates spike blood sugar quickly and sharply, and they include foods like pastries, cakes, cookies, candy, chips, sugary breakfast cereals, and sugary drinks like sodas and sweetened juices. Refined foods that raise blood sugar also include white foods like white rice and pasta and bread made from white flour. Highly refined carbs enter the bloodstream rapidly and ask the body to respond quickly, which is harder when insulin resistance is present. Choose carbohydrates that digest more slowly, such as whole fruits and vegetables, which contain fiber. Keep in mind, though, that filtered juices do not contain fiber. Also choose whole grains, starchy vegetables in balanced portions, and beans and lentils, which are great sources of fiber and protein. Whole foods contain essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals without added sugars, unhealthy fats, or excessive salt. Remember, what you eat becomes a part of you. Skipping meals often leads to larger glucose spikes later, overeating, and fluctuating energy levels. So aim for regular meals, fewer large evening meals, and protein at breakfast. These strategies can be especially helpful at reducing those blood sugar swings throughout the day. In my previous video, Sugar and Brain Aging, scientists found that chronic high blood sugar and insulin resistance accelerate normal brain aging and cognitive decline by approximately 26%. Dehydration concentrates glucose in the bloodstream. Even mild dehydration can elevate blood sugar readings. Simply staying hydrated is one of the most overlooked habits and one of the simplest blood sugar supports. Stress hormones are designed to raise blood sugar, to provide you with instant energy in the event of a threat. But your brain and body can't tell the difference between running from a predator versus stressing out at work. They're both activating your body's innate fight or flight mechanism to mobilize energy. This physiological chain of responses is problematic when stress is chronic. Stress is your body's physical, mental, and emotional reaction to demands. It can be caused by ongoing medical care, pain, poor sleep, fear of recurrence, and uncertainty. Stress hormones, especially cortisol, tells your liver to release glucose, even if you don't need it. Tools that help reduce stress don't need to be time-consuming. You could reduce stress by mind-body techniques like deep breathing and yoga, lifestyle and habits like physical activity, healthy diet, and adequate sleep, and emotional and social tools like hobbies, social connection, and gratitude. Even a few minutes of calming activity can reduce stress hormone levels. Relaxation is a form of metabolic regulation that shifts your body from a fight or flight state that raises blood sugar to a calm, restorative state that lowers it. Sleep plays a powerful role in insulin sensitivity. Poor sleep causes fatigue. When you feel tired, your body craves quick energy like sugary foods and refined carbs. Lack of sleep elevates cortisol, which further disrupts your sleep. It also increases insulin resistance the next day and increases food cravings. My patients often notice, and they say, "My blood sugar is higher when I don't sleep well." Improving sleep consistency, even slightly, improves blood sugar control. To sleep better, try to stick to a schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Wind down at night with a warm bath, gentle stretches, reading, and calming music. And also try to unplug. Stop using phones, tablets, and TVs at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Minimize late night eating. Finish eating at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. Limit stimulants. Cut off caffeine and nicotine in the afternoon. Also, avoid alcohol because it disrupts deep restorative sleep. Medications are an important tool for many people when they're used correctly. If you're using diabetes medications or insulin, timing matters, food timing matters, and activity matters. After incorporating a regular exercise routine and balancing their diets, I've often had my patients tell me that their doctor reduced their diabetes medication. Movement, regular meals, and stress reduction often smooth out glucose swings, making dosing more predictable. But never adjust medications without your care team. But just know that lifestyle changes often make medications work better and sometimes allow for lower doses. Diabetes management is not a straight line. Blood sugar is dynamic. It changes day to day and meal to meal. Blood sugar is affected by sleep, stress, illness, medications, and hydration. One high reading does not mean failure. Think of blood sugar as feedback. Your job is to notice patterns, not perfect numbers every single time. Your job is to support your body consistently. Small changes in your daily habits can make a big difference. They compound over time. So if you take away just a few things from today, let it be these 5 things. Number 1, muscle matters. Number 2, movement is powerful medicine. Number 3, food works best in balance. Number 4, stress and sleep count. And number 5, hydration is essential. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, managing diabetes is about understanding your physiology and giving your body what it needs because it will respond. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.